Okay, this is your indoor air handler, your HVAC, heating, venting, and air conditioning indoor air handler. Some people call it the furnace. And inside your furnace, your air handler, this is an air induction jet fan. This guy is about to spin off into somebody's eye out. Singing like a maraca. And what this has done is it's been causing the furnace, or it might be in relationship, but the furnace itself has been short cycling. So I don't have a flame here. We might get a flame here in a minute. So this is your indoor air handler. It's in the hallway, okay, which is a system I'm particularly fond of instead of the attic, but you know, attics are fine too. This is your indoor air handler. So this is the furnace. We got a sediment trap here. We're missing our escutcheon plate for the gas piping. Okay, we need some ventilation, and we've got the screen has been removed, but you can see all the insulation that's coming down through there, which is 2 layers of insulation. Not my favorite. Okay, we have 2 layers of insulation, but this box going into the attic, okay, it should have had a dam built around it to keep the insulation from coming down here like this. Okay, so that's our furnace. And our induction fan's quit for a while. It's just running. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. I hope it heats up the house eventually. So this is our furnace. It goes up through the roof, and we got another opening up there. But what we do not have is an escutcheon plate. It's called a thimble. We do not have a thimble on our flue. It's like a pie pan up there, and then the roof would be closed up, and then have the vents for the, and then one of these vents, okay, so let's just say that this vent is, for the time being, let's call this vent acceptable. Okay, but then this vent, we should have makeup air, and it comes down to about 6 inches from the floor. Comes down to about 6 inches from the floor. Okay, and then I'm going to save that for a little bit. Hang on. Hang on. This is our data plate for our evaporator coil. And this is our data plate for the furnace. And we can see that both of these units are about 12 years old. And this equipment is engineered on paper to last 20 years. It might last 35. However, Las Vegas is going to give you 14. After 14 years, this equipment's done just about everything you would expect it to do. So this equipment's going to, you know, and it's not going to stop on the 14th birthday, nor is it going to stop on the 20th birthday. It could stop on the 5th birthday, or the 12 years old, the 13th birthday for that matter. But, you know, we're 12 years old for a system that lasts about 14 years, just say. So, here we are, and this is our furnace. I wish I could show you where I might get a chance to circle back to that. We talked about the ventilation. Okay, now the cooling system. I like to go and order the report if I can. And we have a safety switch right here. Some people call them a float switch. And I call them float switches for years, and everybody knew what I was talking about. Nobody had a question about it. When you have a safety switch like this, float switch if you will, okay, then you're not required to have a safety pan or a secondary drain pan for the evaporator coil specific. Alright, so that you can have this updraft unit. Now we have our primary evaporator coil. It's really our only evaporator coil. It's drain P-trap. Okay, water sits in that to keep the sewer gases from coming up and getting broadcast up through the system and coming out, you know, there. And, you know, ooh, what's that smell? So that's why you have the P-trap. And most manufacturers do not like a shallow P-trap. Okay, this is a shallow P-trap. Some manufacturers might be okay with it, but most manufacturers do not like a shallow P-trap. Where we're going, you need some fire. It's cold in here. There you go. Spin, baby. Spin, doctor. Throw us some flame out here. Okay, we're starting the light. And what does flame look like? Come on. Big explosion. Okay, kind of a rough start. Get some feathering in there. Not seeing any yellow though. Oh, we got a little splash over here on the right. The right jet. I'd call that fair. We're going to use the carbon monoxide detector on this, just because it's so shaky. Okay, I do not see a care and use manual. It's also for the furnace. You see you unplug it right here, and that's how you electrically disconnect it so the technician can work on it. This is no longer acceptable. That plug is no longer acceptable. You should have a switch, an actual switch, just to unplug it. I don't know, I don't make the rules. There they are. Alright, so that's our furnace. We have to unplug it. Our ventilation is white. Our induction fan is a Maraca. Our flame is spare. We do not have a care and use manual. We do not have an inspection plate. Alright. Now on the ventilation side, ventilation and furnace are kind of related. Okay, so we're going to bypass the shallow P trap. Alright. Furnace and the ventilation are related in that the carbon monoxide spills out of here. It goes in here, that's your return air vent. And once it goes into your return air vent, then it shoots up through the system, unencumbered, and it's distributed. Carbon monoxide is distributed out to all the veterans. In fact, all throughout the house. So this ventilation should have been improved, and this door should have been better sealed. We got some insulation right here and right here. We have no insulation on the bottom of it. It's too close. Another thing about this, and I'm going to just see maybe. That's to keep the, okay, that's the ventilation, that's the bottom. Okay, it doesn't work real well. Doesn't work really well. This is our air filter. It's a 16 by 25. Our flame wind, we're short cycling. 21, okay, it's only a few years old. It's only a few years old. Not quite short cycling with that. Okay, let's try to get you out without tearing you up. Okay, if we look down in here, okay, you see, okay, that this is raw cement. This is the slab foundation. Alright, that's the slab foundation. By today's code, this box being used as a return air plenum would be lined with a metal tray. It'd be nice if it had a float switch in it too, but it would be lined with a metal tray. If this thing leaks, it leaks out this side. If this thing leaks, they leak. If it leaks, it's going to come down on your floor and it's going to ruin your flooring. Alright, so that's why you have the tray like that. So what did we learn? We learned that our return air was too close to the furnace. We learned that our furnace plenum was not lined. We learned that our door was not properly, our return is too close, and our door was not sealed. I don't know. It was kind of sealed. I got to take that out. Got to put the filter back in. But I'm going to say it's not sealed. We learned that our ventilation isn't quite right. Oh, we learned something else too. We got a bonus round. Everybody likes bonus rounds, right? Up here, whatever it is, your top tack system on button. But that's some kind of a fan. It was installed in the indoor air plenum and it's been decommissioned. We don't know what that thing is. So, if you watch me fumble through this thing like a dumb home inspector idiot, there's a like button right down there, and let's just say that you got a dose of insomnia and you don't want something to put you to sleep sometimes. We've got a subscribe button right there. So thank you.